Tonight, it is the only way for some kids to get to school. Get on the bus. And being late to class is not an option.
But one school system has been dealing with chronic glitches in the system. After months of questions, finally, we have some answers about this bus schedule mess. We start at 6, going all the way to the top about those schedule issues.
Since the beginning of the school year, we've gotten complaints from parents about school buses showing up late or not at all. Check out our story from late September.
It's ridiculous. It's unacceptable.
Her son is in 6th grade at a Chesapeake middle school. She says every day since school started September 7th, he's late to homeroom. His stop.
The problem, parents say it keeps happening, and school officials have repeatedly avoided our questions.
So it took us showing up for a big event today to confront Chesapeake superintendent about it. 10 on your side's Matt Gregory is live now with what he finally had to say. Matt?
Nicole, he answered the tough questions, and as he says, it's a well-known problem. In fact, so well-known that while we've been here doing live shots today outside this school in Chesapeake, students have come up to us. They've said, "What are you working on?" And I said, "Well, we're working on a story on buses." Before I could even get the sentence out, they look at me and they say, "Yeah, the buses that are showing up late or not at all." You can understand a mother's concerns.
Send a phone call. It's that simple. Send a phone call, send a text. Send it by a kite. I don't care. Just let me know so my 8-year-old won't be at the bus stop not knowing if her bus is going to come.
When Santina Proctor tells you how the last 2 weeks have gone.
On Friday, the bus didn't come to pick her up. And, you know, I know things happen, so I just kind of say, oh, okay, maybe someone called out. Then again, on Monday, the bus didn't show up.
Proctor says she, like several parents with the same problem, called her daughter's school.
They couldn't give me any answers, told me to go to transportation. I called transportation. They said there's no way for them to know if the bus will be there that morning or not. So I basically been calling every morning to see if bus number 7 will be there.
We took her and others' concerns on the state of the buses to the State of the Schools address for Chesapeake schools.
We're working on that every day. We're doing the best we can. But you can't separate issues like that from the funding.
Dr. Roberts says a shortfall in school funding presents several issues. They can't replace their aging bus fleet quickly, and they can't raise the salaries to fill the more than 20 openings for drivers. We asked him, in the meantime, what are you doing to fix this?
The first thing we need to do is fill our vacancies. I mean, that would be the biggest issue. We do have, we were able to purchase 11 new buses from last year.
Parents we spoke to understand the lack of funding, but they at least want a heads up.
Just let us know before we send our kids to the bus stop.
Superintendent Dr. James Roberts told me it's just one of the many issues this transportation one is of a district that's growing at a rapid rate, but the state funds aren't growing with it. In Chesapeake, I'm Matt Gregory. 10 on your side.
And you can see more of our coverage of the school bus schedule battle on wavy.com, including Deanna LeBlanc's original story from last month.